Introducing Naturally You, a podcast celebrating the unfiltered stories of inspiring women, each one as rare, radiant, and resilient as a natural diamond. Hey everyone, and welcome to Naturally You. I am so excited because I'm sitting with one of our favorite content creators, digital influencers, and entrepreneurs, Miss Lindsi Lane. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I love all of your style, all of your content, but can you tell us, how did you get into this? What was your career path? I know so many young women probably look to you as, an inspiration or something that they aspire to be like. So tell us a little bit about your journey.
Sure. How much time do you have?
We have all the time in the world.
It's a lengthy story. The long short is I've been in the fashion industry for 20 plus years already, which is crazy. I started my career at Barney's, New York, where I was the youngest personal shopper in their working history when I was 23.
How did you get into that?
It's a really long story.
Okay.
Maybe I'll write a book one day and I can share everything, but I had worked there for holiday help, and then it's a very long story, but ended up being promoted to a personal shopper there. And then I left Barney's and I was signed with Ford. I was their first by appointment stylist when they had an artist division many years ago. They were my agents for 3.5 years. Then I simultaneously was launching my styling company and doing a lot of TV on air work. And then this thing blogging was going on, and I came in a little late compared to, how long it was going on. And I've been doing influencering and being on Instagram for, I would say, 11 years full time now.
So how did you find that transition from working in the more traditional fashion styling world to now, being a full-time digital influencer, creating style, but online?
Absolutely. I mean, the industry has changed so much since my Barney's days. I miss Barney's so much.
Do they still have personal stylists?
Yeah, I mean, I would say there definitely are personal stylists that exist. However, I in my opinion, the experience of going into a store is very different, just because everything is online. And I'm 41 now. I just turned 41 last week, which was crazy to say.
Birthday.
Thank you. But when I was in my 20s and I was doing this and I was hustling, being a personal shopper and a fashion stylist, there wasn't all of this yet, we're 20 years out from that time. So I've really seen the industry evolve and change into something remarkable and spectacular. And that is what I'm able to do now. So I do believe there are, of course, personal stylists, but that must look very different for the shoppers now.
So how do you, how do you find inspiration in the type of content you create? Or I know you have amazing partnerships with brands. How do you navigate the business of being a digital influencer?
I think that's such a great question, because a lot of times when I do work with brands and a lot of repeat clients, which we can get to also, how to navigate and kind of what you're asking now, is really, the fact that I do come from the business of fashion is a major plus.
Yeah.
I'm not this girl that just fell into the influencer industry with a huge team behind me, or even just myself. I knew what it took, blood, sweat, and tears to hustle in the business of fashion before I did this. And that has helped me, cultivate the community that I have online, as well as be able to run an incredible business for myself that I do with a very tiny but mighty team.
How do you select the types of partners to work with?
Yeah, that's great. Well, to be honest, I would say 98% of the larger brand deals I get have been from outreach on their end. My brand manager will do brand outreach, but for the most part, it's really coming to me, which is a great sign because it means that I am marketing myself properly. But I do like to say, like a diamond, I guess referring to you, and like a diamond, my brand is very multifaceted, and I tap into a lot of different categories and everything that makes up who a woman is.
Yeah.
I am that girl's girl.
And what I love about your content is how authentic and how you bring people into a lot of your personal life. So of course there's the styling and fashion element, but you present motherhood, interior design, skincare, all of that. How do you navigate creating like a personal brand and like community around that?
Yeah, it definitely takes time. What I really do think is special is, as any influencer or any type of content creator, everyone is an influencer in their own right? You are, right, doing your business, and you influence so many people in your own industry. So really anyone could do this job, and I really think that's beautiful also. But I think that because I've been doing this for so long, trust is so important. It takes your followers to buy one thing that you recommend that you think is spectacular for them to keep coming back and buy from you. So it really just, everything I put out is 110% authentic to who I am and everything I love, even if I'm working with a brand partner. So I just think my girls trust me, and they feel like they're part of a community, and I look at them as more than a number, and that's how I've always wanted to be looked at in the industry as well.
And I think that's so great, because a lot of times I feel like you'll follow an influencer when they're smaller and they're very authentic, and then they kind of like sell out a little bit.
Well,
and
that's the catch-22.
Yeah,
because like you want to grow,
you want to grow and get bigger partnerships, but then
Yes.
you want to stay like true to yourself and your community. How do you, like, I feel like that's like the biggest question, like how do you navigate doing that without losing like the trust from, you know, the people that follow and buy what you suggest?
It's true, because like I just said, it is a catch-22.
Yeah.
You want to grow because you just want to have a larger following, and this is just the sick part of the industry that we're in. But at the same time, I am such a community-driven influencer that focusing on like what's in front of me and who is in front of me is very important. And I'm very grateful to the people who follow me. So it's really just staying true to yourself and not really worrying so much about the growth. I have my moments too, trust me. It's hard, you know, growing is very difficult these days. It's a very saturated industry. But I really don't believe it's competitive, because I believe everyone is unique to their own, you know, their own self. They sparkle in their own way. They're unique. You know, like everyone has something different to share, and the way that they share it is different. So I just think it's really staying true to who you are, and your voice is very important. Showing up and having a voice and not conforming to what everyone else is doing is very important. That will help you garner a very loyal community.
And what would you say is so like makes your content and your community, you know, special and stand out?
I don't even know where to begin. I love like I said, I'm such a community-driven influencer, and I genuinely care so much about my followers. Like, I speak to so many of them every single day. I try to respond to as many DMs as I possibly can, myself and my assistant, Ava. We do customer service. You know, it's like any other business, though, because these are the people who are tapping on my links. These are the people who are supporting me, and that's how I make all my passive income when I'm not doing brand partnerships. So I'm really just there for people. You have to respond. You have to treat this like any other business. You have to make them feel like they're part of something special, like they're part of a special community.
And I think it's really special how you bring people along in like your personal life and your personal journeys too. I remember I was following you with you know, your journey to get pregnant and have your daughter, which I think is like special to open up such like a sacred part of like your life to your community online too. How do you know, navigate being like also being present, being a full-time mom, and like also create? I feel like it's so hard to like be present and then create the content to share with your community.
It's very hard. It's very hard. I always say, like, how do like the mommy influencers do it?
I have no idea.
Mad respect. We love you, mommy. Like, wow. I don't know how you guys do it.
Like, I'll travel
it's
with
very
my
hard.
1-year-old, and I'm like, I couldn't take a single video because like I'm just trying to survive right now.
I know, it's so true.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. I mean, you know, you get into your flow of the day. So I think I'm a Virgo, obviously, to a T because of my birthday last week. But
my son's a Virgo.
Yes. Okay. I love that.
Virgos.
Like, I'm such a Virgo to a T. I need structure. I like planning. But parenthood tests you in that you can't be a planner. You have to be able to pivot at any given moment. You have to go with the flow. I mean, these are things that go against my being.
Yeah.
You know? So like you said, it's really hard. And there are days where I speak to Ava and I'm just like, I can't like do this. Also, I'm a suburban mom. Like, my day consists of driving all day. How am I supposed to be driving all day while also filming content and actually looking like a normal person?
Yeah.
With like a blowout or like, I don't look like this. There are days when honestly, social media just, I can't do it.
No, exactly. It's like a Saturday and I'm like looking up and I'm still like not wearing makeup. My hair's in putting. I'm like, there's no way I could like do this right now.
And listen, like, I show those raw moments too. I have shown up crying online. I mean, through 11 years, crying online, raging online, showing every emotion under the sun. But that's also why my community is the community that they are. Like, they're very, like, I guess they feel like my friend, and that's a really nice relationship. But it is very difficult when your job is to dress up and show up and, you know, not saying you need to be in full glam, but you do want to look presentable, you know, and there are days when I'm not. So you're not alone. Like, I'm with you. I am with you, okay?
But like the constant demand of like, you have to be like posting like all the time to like keep up, and you're saying like, you know, to grow, to stay relevant, to, you know, the feed is just like fast these days. Do you have tips? Because you're a mom of two, and I'm like genuinely curious, like how do you do it?
My quote and like my mantra that I say 50 times a day is like, do the best that you can with the time that you have. Do the best that you can with the time that you have. Like, it has to do with everything. Content creation, taking care of me, you know, my family comes first, you know, wife, mom. And unfortunately, like, we do put ourselves last. You know, it sounds sad when you say it like that, but in my home, that's how it is. But that's also what I love, because I am like a caretaker through and through. I'm very maternal. Like, I love being a mother and I love being a wife. So my kids and my family comes first. And if there are days that like I cannot do it, and maybe I'm not growing that day or I'm not showing up that day, I'm okay with that now. And with age, I think that also plays a factor in it. You know, like, you hit 30 and you feel a certain way, but when you turn 40, okay, you're just like, I really don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna do what I need to do. It's just different. It's just like 40 different.
The new 30.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm more in my head than no one's thinking about me. No one's like, where is Lindsi Lane style? Everyone's busy. But in our minds, it's like, I haven't been present. I haven't done this. I haven't posted. But it's like, when you become a mom, it changes. So obviously you evolve with age and, of course, motherhood. Because motherhood is the most
insane thing.
Like the craziest journey of your lifetime, right? So it just, you need to be okay. I also tell myself, like, I need to be okay with those moments where I just cannot show up for work. And I know that sounds crazy because it's my job, but we have that flexibility. And I have that flexibility working for myself. And like I said, I have a small team, tiny but mighty, but there are days when it's just social media and my personal life do not mix. And it's okay with me now.
And you've like shown the last 11 years of your life online, which you've gone through. We said, like, getting married, having kids, moving to the suburbs.
Single days. People were following me from before I met Aaron.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And I'm just admiring all of your jewelry and your engagement rings. Can you tell me about how, like, he proposed? Like, were you involved in picking out your ring?
No.
Well, I don't know.
I wasn't. It was, oh God, it was so long ago. I can't even believe how long it was. But yeah, so me and Aaron, we got engaged. I was on a photo shoot at the Carousel in Bryant Park. And he showed up at the Carousel after. And it was like May 19th. and it was, I think, like a day that was 105 degrees, and he was in a suit, and he was like bopping behind trees, and people were like looking at him like, what is this weird guy doing? Because he was like in a suit, sweating, being like creeping around. I'm like, you probably looked like the creepiest person ever when he showed up. And that was how we got engaged. And I knew I wanted an oval with side pair, but I never looked at rings with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he fully like did this on his own. I had no idea the size, and like we never discussed that.
How did you know you wanted an oval with side pairs?
I really don't know.
It's beautiful.
I feel, you know what? I think I went maybe ring shopping with like my mom. Like I think it was just like with my mom, and I wanted to see what I liked. I never had gone with him. It's weird that I like can't remember this story. I feel like that's so not like girly of me, but yeah, I think I loved the oval, and I wanted something classic and beautiful. And honestly, I look at my ring every day and I love it.
No, it's
so
gorgeous.
Much. So ladies, oval with side pair, highly recommend.
Yes. So were you surprised when he proposed?
Yeah, I mean, I knew, I didn't know when. It's a crazy story because I was actually like deathly ill the whole week that he was proposing to me. Like, so probably the sickest I've ever been, even to this day.
Oh no.
And I had Glam Squad coming to do my makeup for the photo shoot.
Yeah.
And I canceled it. My mom's like, you're doing it! And I was like, okay. She's like, you're getting out of bed and you're going to do the photo shoot. And I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And then my photographer at the time, Lisa, who was a really good friend of mine, she photographed the whole thing. So it was so really nice. Yeah, it was a very special day. It was beautiful. I loved it.
So being an engagement ring focused company, I wanted to show you.
Let's do it. Oh, this is the best part about the whole talk.
A couple of rings, and we like to say, like, tell us, like, who is the woman who wears this ring? Like, what's her style? Oh my God, the pressure.
I'm like sweating.
No, there's no right or wrong answers. Okay. Let's start with this one. This is an emerald cut set with tapered baguettes on a platinum band. So pretty classic.
Oh my God, so pretty. Can I put them on?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, anyone who's not wearing this, like, are you kidding? Anyone. This is so beautiful. I would wear this in a heartbeat.
It's kind of a similar vibe to your ring, a little bit different because it's 3 stone and platinum.
I think it's the type of person who's wearing this is super elegant, refined, and polished. She likes clean edges, clean cut, and just who would, like, I'm sorry. If you won't wear this, I don't know. We can't be friends. Like, who would not wear this? Hello? Anyone? Would you want this? Yes.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So safe bet for anyone.
Safe bet for anyone because
this
who
one's
would
gonna
give that back? That's like a classic.
Yes, it is classic, timeless, like Grace Kelly. This is very different. This is a Trois Mois 2-stone ring with a pair and oval, and this is in our IB setting, so it's kind of like a weird, twisted kind of setting.
Okay, I would say this is for someone artsier, like someone definitely more artsy, or art, architecture, someone who has like that type of
a specific New York City neighborhood.
Yeah, maybe. Like Nolita.
Okay.
Or like Soho, West Village vibes.
Mm-hmm. It's like a downtown girl.
Yeah, downtown, but also like a fashion girly that's just is very different, does not like to conform, and is definitely on the edgier side. Mm-hmm. But this is not very classic in my opinion. Like, I would not want a ring like this.
No, it's not classic.
You know, like it's more of a trendier ring. I wouldn't want it for life.
This one is an oval. So, you know, you like ovals, but this is in like a bypass gold solitaire. Okay. So a little twist on a classic solitaire.
Interesting. So that's exactly who this would be for. Just what you said. Like, it's someone who is like refined in elegance, but definitely doesn't want the same that everyone has. She just wants to be a little different. But at the same time, the non-clean line is freaking my Virgo self out. Yeah. Like, I would want to maneuver it. So she would really have to be okay with that uneven kind of. She's not a Virgo.
Yeah.
She's not a Virgo. This is not your Virgo ring.
The first one could be a Virgo ring.
The first one is for anybody. Anyone. I'll go home with that one today. I love it.
This is a marquee set with a pave knife edge band in yellow gold.
Gorgeous. Someone with really long fingers like myself. Like, you need like long, narrow, like delicate hands, I feel like. these styles are coming more back in style now.
Ever since Selena Gomez got the marquee, it's become way more popular.
Again, I just feel like this is for like an edgier person. This isn't something I personally could or would want to look at every single day for the rest of my life. I think it's definitely maybe like a second ring option for a big anniversary.
Yeah.
Upcoming. So I don't know.
And then we have this one. It is a radiant cut with trapezoid side stones.
Okay.
In platinum.
One of my best friends had this ring when she got engaged. Similar, very similar. I think this is like a beautiful, dainty, understated elegance. With the side stones, it makes it look, I think the whole stone in general just looks bigger because it's like a thicker kind of stone on the side. I would say, like, this reminds me of a young couple. Like a start, you know, like this reminds,
starter
am I right?
ring?
Yeah, like not a starter ring, but like a young couple. Like if you're like low 20s getting married or, you know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of.
It's like sparkly and blingy.
Yes, but like tasteful and definitely a good starter piece.
Awesome. And last but not least, we have an old European cut in our ahead of the curve setting.
Very interesting. Again, just someone who wants something that's really different.
Not a Virgo.
Not a Virgo again. But just like, well, like, I think this is cool, but again, not for an engagement ring. Like, I would be like, oh, I love this for a fun piece. But people are doing, like, very different things these days, and my style and taste is different, you know?
I feel like the trends
I prefer more classic.
Are changing so rapidly for the engagement rings. Everyone wants something that's, like, offset or curved more than, like, ever before.
Wow.
Something like even similar to your pinky ring for like an engagement ring, people are doing that.
Wow. Like for their ring finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, I would even, like my style is obviously something like this with like a big stone. Like, but again, I'm just a more...
classic.
My style is not classic, like fashionably, but I think jewelry
your diamonds are classic.
My diamonds are classic, which is so interesting because I never thought about that, but you just brought that out of me, so I guess so. But I do love all of this, just some are too trendy.
No, yeah, so our favorite is the emerald cut.
Oh, yes. This one
the tapered baguette
is so beautiful. Okay, bye. This is gorgeous.
I feel like I'm the same way. Like for my like investment jewelry, like my big like wedding band or like engagement ring or like things that I want to pass down, I'm very classic. And then for like fun other finger rings, like I'm down to like have something a little funkier and then reset it later.
Exactly. Like this is just like
you never need
elegance.
to reset that,
ever. And also an emerald isn't always the sparkliest stone.
No.
So you really need like a beautiful sparkly
emerald
type
cuts
of...
I always say are like understated elegant.
They're gorgeous. My mom has an emerald and it's beautiful, so I totally love it.
You can hold on to it for the rest of the episode. Thank
you.
If
it fit me, I would, but I have like baby fingers. So.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you. What do you think of my ring?
I'm obsessed. Let me take a look. I mean, it is gorgeous. I can already tell from like a mile away that it's like great quality, and I love the pear-shaped side stones as the accent because I think it really complements the roundness of the oval. And it kind of plays into that. So I think this is a timeless ring too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like you don't see a lot of people with side pair.
No,
which is so interesting.
I think a side pair looks great with an oval, with an elongated cushion cut.
I love an elongated cushion. I love like an elongated emerald or cushion, but you need a certain hand.
And I think a lot of people sleep on doing an oval with side stones. Everyone wants an oval solitaire, but I think the side pairs, even the small tapered baguettes, are really nice.
I agree. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
This was so fun. Can we play this again? Let's get more diamonds.
What do you think are like some interesting trends that are happening now in like jewelry and fashion?
Some interesting trends in jewelry was kind of what we tapped on. Like you're seeing people incorporate golds or different type of, metals, architecture and sculptural designs. People are just trying to be different, I think. But I don't know if that like lasts forever and ever and ever in an engagement ring.
And what about in like fashion? Like what are some things that are exciting you? We're recording this during Fashion Week now.
Yes. I love big sunglasses. I always have, never stopped. So like the fact that that's like trending now, I'm like, okay, I have a collection of those. Like I just love that it's back. I'm not really a trend person. I've never styled people based on trends either when I had my career in styling.
So what are some like style principles that every woman should like just have in mind when they're creating like their own like wardrobe?
Yeah, I think one thing now that I battle with, maybe you do too, just as a busy mom who's also an entrepreneur, is I struggle with being this person I used to be, meeting with this person that I currently am, which is a suburban mom. So I go like Carrie Bradshaw meets suburban mom. Like, where do I fit there? And there are days where I have mentee beats like anyone else. Like, I'm in my closet, like, what's going on? I don't know how to dress. And people would be like, and when I say that to people, they're like, Lindsay, you are like the queen of style. Like, if you're saying that, we're screwed. I'm like, but I'm a person. Like, I have these moments just like anybody else.
No, so, it's so funny. This happened to me this past weekend because my friends were in town and they wanted to like go out to like dinner and whatever. And I have like my work wardrobe and then my like mom schlepping around wardrobe. But I'm like, what do I wear to go to like a nice restaurant? Like, I have no idea anymore. And I'm like, that's kind of sad.
I know. I get it. Trust me. Like, it really is. You're not alone. Like, women, you're not alone. Like, we're all in the same
like,
boat.
I'm not going to wear a blazer and like a professional dress out tonight.
Well, you could take the blazer and like make it maybe like more open and put a belt on it.
True.
And then cinch in your waist and put on like an edgier jean to juxtapose like
and then I'm like I'm not going to dress like a Gen Z because I don't want to be like trying to do that.
But to be honest, like I definitely am like sexier when I go out. Like, I like to push the envelope. I feel more myself when I'm dressing for me. My confidence shines the most. But it is difficult, I think. And also, just try not to conform. Like, I think social media does this thing to us where everyone's feed looks the same because everyone's wearing the same thing. That's hard because I feel like sometimes fashion's not as fun as it used to be because everyone's like so focused on the trends and what makes their feed look good that you almost lose yourself in that. I've never really done that.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, just to what you said before, like, just don't conform and dress for what makes you feel confident, and don't be like such a trend focused person or influencer or anything. And if you want to buy a trend, I would say doing something, maybe like testing it first before investing in it.
Like the
testing
dupe
before
loop?
Investing.
Like the dupe loop theory.
What's that?
So it's this theory that if you want to like invest in like a trendier product that's expensive, to get the dupe first and wear it and see if you get a lot of wear, and then spend your money on it, like with sunglasses or like something like that.
I love the dupe loop, but you taught me something. I don't know. I've never heard of that before.
This is from one of my clients who's also a content creator, Rachel Stocky. She was wearing I think like an Amazon tennis necklace and seeing if like she would get enough wear out of it before she got a real diamond
tennis necklace. Yes. You invest in that. That is one thing you invest in. But also, I'm all for fashion jewelry in certain instances in your life. Like, for sure, I've had 2 jewelry capsules that were both fashion jewelry lines. So I'm like all for fashion jewelry just as much as real diamonds.
If you want to try something fun,
100%.
So what are your thoughts on, we talked about fashion and jewelry, and you do a lot of beauty. So what are your thoughts on clean beauty product must-haves that we should have? I feel like right now I'm going through a transition of trying new products and like changing out my routine.
Okay. I love beauty. Like, I could sit here and talk to you about beauty and skincare and hair for a whole day. Like I said, I'm very multifaceted.
Yes.
Like, I really hit every subject that women just are interested in because I can talk to you about anything for days. So I am clean. I love all beauty. I think when clean beauty first came out, like many years ago, everyone was like, oh my God, throw out all your Chanel, throw out all of this, throw out your Tom Ford. And I was like, but now it's slowed down a little bit. Now I think people are mixing. Like, people just like what they like. Like, I don't use all clean beauty. I don't use all non-clean beauty. I just like what I like.
I feel like a lot of beauty has, like, everything's kind of like almost clean beauty, or everyone's like making a shift to being cleaner, right?
Yeah, I would say cleaner.
Yeah, cleaner.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say that. I've always loved clean beauty, though. Currently, I love Allies of Skin, their probiotic mist and their brightening serum. Like, I swear by them. I
need a brightening serum. serum.
This like takes away dark spots.
Okay.
I get very hyperpigmented because I'm olive tone. So give me all the, the spot faders. Like I will take it all. And then I love Sarah Creel's, her SPF serum. It has this beautiful glow to it. And Gucci Westman Atelier is a really beautiful option. So there's so many great things out there right now, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna need to take some notes after. I had this toner that I loved from a clean beauty brand that I like swore by, and they just closed down. So now I can't get it. Ren.
Oh, Ren closed?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that hurts.
Yeah.
That's like, I used to buy that on my Barney's discount all the time.
And I was like stocking up on this toner, and
I know the toner you're talking about. It's the brightening toner.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's sad.
Oh no.
I know.
What did they say? Why did they close?
I think they were like
it's hard.
Acquired by, I forget, it was like L'Oreal or Estee Lauder, one of those, and then I just don't know if they were doing.
Oh no, Ren.
Yeah,
Ren and Barney's.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Rest in peace. Seriously, it's so crazy.
I know.
Ren was very good. That's surprising.
I mean, there's so much changing, in the world, in like the digital like content space, creator space, fashion space. Like, what do you see as like the next like big thing? Like, how can we like be ahead of the trends, or like just be on top of what's next in this digital space?
If you find the answer, please let me know, because it is, first, like, I see funny memes on Instagram. Maybe I'm sent this for a reason, like busy mom, but I think it's like, first there were 5 filters on Instagram. You post one square, call it a day. Then it was, add more photos or more filters. Then stories was introduced. Now we have to be videographers.
Yes.
We have to be photographers.
But video editors.
Editors.
Your videos are well edited, though.
Thank you. I do a lot of them, and Ava does some too, but I do most.
Yeah.
It's that. Motherhood, wifey, editor, videographer. It's so much. It's really a lot. You have to love this job. Mm-hmm. It's not what everyone thinks. It is very time consuming and very difficult.
Well, it's you live the life, you film the day, and then you have to edit it all.
Yes, it's definitely, but again, like, I try to work smarter, not harder. Mm-hmm. That is also, and it's working for me. Like, I've kind of figured out the flow.
And I think you do a really good job of, how like before Instagram was all like perfect curated like lifestyle, and now everyone's like, oh, it's on TikTok and it's like raw and real and like no one wants it. I think you do a good job of like blending the two, where it's still like aesthetically beautiful and like aspirational, but like also talking to the camera, being very relatable at the same time, which I think is like a good.
That's a beautiful compliment. Thank you so much.
It's hard to do that.
I really appreciate that, because, oh, poor Ava, the things that I call her with all day, like, oh my God, this, that, like, you go through the flows, like all those mental, just like things that anyone else goes through, the ups and the downs, and there are so many ebbs and flows with social media, and just the mentality of all of it, like the highs are really high and the lows are really low, just like everyone else. But you have to really just stay focused on yourself. Like, you have to put your head down and put blinders on and be like, you have to keep your eyes on the prize. And that goes to like anyone who's starting in this industry. Keep your eyes on the prize and like hone into your voice, and that's what you do. Go with that.
I was going to ask you, what are like 3 tips that you would give to like a young woman trying to break into like fashion or content creation today?
Yeah, that's definitely one. Like, don't conform. Like, try to just like stay focused to yourself. I know it's hard because you want to post what everyone is posting, or if something does well for them.
Doing something and it's like not catching on,
Exactly. Like, it might work for someone else, but maybe not for you. And then I would also say I used to plan like my life around content, and now I plan content around my life.
I love that.
Because they want you to be more organic, and that's a really positive shift that has worked in my benefit, and I'm sure is yours as well, being a working mom. So I would say that. And then my third one is just don't be afraid to start. While you're busy thinking about whether or not you can do this, someone else is coming in and doing it themselves. So just those 3 things I think are really great takeaways.
What are some exciting things that you're personally looking forward to in your career or like life?
Yeah. I'm really happy to finally be settled with my family, have my baby, who I fought so hard to have. I just feel very fulfilled in my personal life and happy and at peace.
How's being a mom of two?
It's busy, but honestly, I say it all the time. Like, it was much harder when Savvy was not here because I fought so hard to have her. Like, having her, like, she was my meant to be, you know? So I feel very at peace in my life. And again, that comes with age, right? And wisdom. And of course, motherhood. But so that's my personal. And career-wise, I just did something really wonderful with WWD that's coming out very soon, Revolving Cotton.
That's exciting.
So that's happening. And just like living in the flow of my life, like every day with the career in this job, it's different and new and exciting. And literally, you just get one email that can like change your life every single day, working with the coolest people in the world, brands, people, clients, anyone. So
do you
it's just
see
very exciting.
Doing this type of work or career for the rest of your life, or
such a good question. So someone asked me the other day, and they said, do you ever think of just stopping doing all of this because it is so much?
Yeah.
And I said yes. Like, I didn't even hesitate. I said I do. I think about it more than I probably should. But then when I like put that energy out there, the universe like delivers me something.
And then you're like, I can't.
No, I'm telling you. I'm like, even if I think it for a second, I'm like, no, you stop that. So when I think it, even, you know, something comes to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, Lindsay, you are so meant to be here. You're not going anywhere. And I laugh. And then I call my team. I'm like, it happens. Like, it's really true. Like, some of the biggest things that have happened to me in my career has come from me, like putting a thought of being like, maybe I won't do this anymore, and then the universe is like, no, you're so meant to do this. Like, you're literally not going anywhere. If I ever had that thought, I also think of the community that I built, because for me, being an influencer is community. Like, when I think of that word, that's the other first word that comes to my mind. Like I said, I'm a very community-driven influencer, and I really nurture my community, and I'm there for them. Like, the messages that I get from my followers, you wouldn't even believe it. Like, people ask me to help name their children. Like, they actually think I'm like very close to them. You know?
Have you ever helped name anyone's child?
I've given my 2 cents. I've helped someone I spoke to for a very long time a couple years ago who had lost a child, and she was reaching out to me. Like, I get like very deep.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a beautiful thing. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, this is like kind of crazy. But in the same breath, like, this is my calling in this space. This is why I'm supposed to be here. So I'm just grateful for anyone who follows me, and just anyone who comes in. And for the ones that fall out, because of course it happens, that's just the nature of the beast. It's okay. Like, it's their loss. It's a privilege to follow me, and you should feel that way about your followers too.
I love that. So with that in mind, where can we follow you and see all of the new and exciting things going on?
Yeah, so on Instagram, I'm Lindsi Lane Style. Lindsay with an I. Lindsi Lane Style.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This was so much fun.
Can I come back?
Yeah,
I loved it. This was so much fun. And more diamonds, too.
Come back whenever. We'll look at even more diamonds. Now that I know your personal style, I'll curate a selection for you.
I would love it. Thank you so much, Olivia.
Thank you.